Hello, you guys. I'm sitting down to do a little bit of an update. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the fan off in the bathroom. You guys, you could tell I'm sitting on the floor. Oh, my back. My dining room table that was here is gone. This is just gonna be a little bit of an update. So welcome to, or back to the channel. My name is Brittany if you're new here. If you're new, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. But yeah, I just wanted to sit down and give you guys a little bit of a life update. Things have been crazy in my life. Things have been crazy. You could tell, like, I'm obviously like in the process of getting rid of all of my things. And the last couple of months, man, the universe has been, I want to say, like, testing me. Not that I necessarily believe in tests, but like, you get what I'm trying to say when I say that. Like, so much has been happening in my life. So much has been coming up to surface. Just so much. And it's been challenging to navigate, but I'm really proud of myself for how I've handled every situation and how I've been showing up and how I've been handling all of this. Because I know that this always happens before a level up. Like, before a level up, the universe brings everything up to surface that needs to be confronted to purge it so that you can step into the new chapter. And I know that that's what I'm going through right now. Like, I'm going through a whole life change. Like, I'm moving my freaking life. I'm moving to Costa Rica. Like, I am moving my entire butt to Costa Rica, my entire life. Like, everything in my life is going to change. Like, that's a whole new timeline. That's a whole new reality I'm entering. And I guess it's all been hypothetical until just a couple days ago, because my flights are officially booked. I've been waiting for the appointment with the CFIA, which is like the Canadian Food Inspection, whatever, because you need a stamp of approval from the CFIA for both of my cats before flying to Costa Rica. And it's kind of challenging working with them. It's been okay, but I've been in contact with them for a few weeks, and I finally got my appointment date. So now that I have the appointment date, everything's real, because I've been waiting on that date because I couldn't book my flights until I knew when my appointment was, because it all comes down to timing. And like, after you get your stamp of approval, you have to fly shortly after that. So anyways, without getting into detail, a couple days ago, literally just 2 days ago, I got my date. And I was like, holy shit, everything just became real. Even though I was already in the process of getting rid of everything, it just, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything just got so real. And I'm excited, I'm emotional. It's a very bittersweet energy because a part of me is grieving. Like, there's a lot of grief that's been coming up. Just grieving of, so, like, my old life. And more than that too, like, a lot has come to light surrounding my relationships. And I'm not talking I'm talking all relationships. So much has been brought to surface surrounding my relationships, really seeing things as they are, really seeing and accepting things as they are. And it's been challenging. It's been heartbreaking. It's been painful, but necessary. So I've been going through it. I'm going to get emotional. I've been going through it, but I'm also filled with so much excitement. I'm also stepping into a level of confidence that I haven't stepped into before. I'm stepping into a sense of security. I'm like, my sense of security that comes from within is like, holy shit, man. Like, it's at a level that I haven't been ever at before. I mean, that's life, right? Like, we're constantly growing, evolving, but I'm just really seeing my growth and how much I've shifted and how much I'm really showing up for myself. I'm so proud of myself for how I'm navigating all of this, for how I continue to choose myself. And it's gonna make me emotional because I've been challenged to choose myself in more ways than one, and it's been uncomfortable, but I've been doing it. And I've been setting boundaries where I need to. I've been walking away from people and things when I need to. I've been really expressing myself openly and honestly, directly. And I'm just like, whoa, like, I am such a different person than I was 5 years ago. And I'm gonna get emotional. It's crazy. 5 years ago, 2021, I was a teacher in a relationship. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get so emotional. I feel like that was around COVID times. I was at an all-time low, and I really was reaching to spirituality at that time, like really starting. I remember at that time that's when I started focusing on myself, because I was at a low point. I really started focusing on myself in a way that I hadn't before. I started going on walks and like reflecting more. And it's like over the last 5 years, what has transpired in my life, it feels like it's all been leading up to this point, if that makes sense. Like there's been so much change. Like since 2021, I moved I moved 8 times, not including a period of time where I stayed with my cousin. I was like an in-between. Like I've been moving so, like I moved like 8 times in the last 5 years. And that includes 2 Airbnb long stays. Anyways, I've been on a journey, like a really deep healing journey, a journey of really getting to know myself in a way I haven't before. I'm a completely new person, and it feels like everything that I've done was leading up to this point to get me to this new reality. Does that make sense? Like I didn't even realize I was still on this journey. Like, you know, I thought that this house was kind of the house where things finally were settling, you know, because I love this house, and this house will forever just hold such a special place in my heart. Oh, sorry, I'm so emotional. It will forever hold such a special place in my heart. I freaking love this home. And I'm going to be doing a vlog when I leave, and I'm going to show you guys the house. I'm going to show you guys, I mean, it's all going to be empty, but I'm going to show you guys the street that I live on. I'm going to like give all the information away because I won't be here anymore, just because it's so special. Like this space is so special. And the street that I live on is just like, the name of it is something I really want to share because it's just super cool. Anyways, this place, I thought that I was going to be here for a few years. Little did I know this was still just another stepping stone, I guess is my point, you know? And it just really feels like now I'm really entering a new, like this is a whole new book in my series. This is not even a new chapter. This is a new book in my series that I'm about to enter. And the last 5 years I've been in transition. Like I've been in transition for 5 years. Literally 5 years. Oh, I mean, I want to say 5 years because before that I was just, you know, I was living life. I was just kind of walking through life. I wasn't, you know, like I didn't have my sense of self. I was, you know, cycles were repeating, all of this stuff. And then in 2020, 2021, that's when the wheels really started turning. And because I was changing, I was going through everything I needed to go through to make the transition into this new reality. And I've been in transit, literally, like I said, I've literally moved 8 times. Things have been so, I've created so much, I've built so much, I've changed from the inside out. Like I feel like I'm inside out, like I've completely shifted. Anyways, I'm just reflecting out loud. And I guess my point with that is this, I think this move is a lot bigger than I even realize. That's gonna make me emotional. I think this move is a lot bigger than I even realize. I think it's a lot bigger than I even realize. And I'm not tying it, sorry, it's loud. I'm not tying any expectation to it or anything like that. Because I don't know what to expect. I don't have any expectations. But I just know, I just feel that this is bigger than I realize. And I feel like I'm really entering like my new reality. I've been in the transition phase. Thank God. And I feel like things are going to start, I don't know, settling. Like I feel like, and we'll see what happens. I'm open to whatever, but I feel like I'm ready to make a life in Costa Rica, like whatever that looks like on to the new book in my series. And it's been 5-6 years of transition. People don't talk about how hard the transition is, how long the transition can be, because we're used to instant gratification. We want it right away. So if you're in transition and you're kind of like, I've been in transition, Brittany, already for a year, or whatever, it's like, hang in there, because the transition can go on for years. But really, for me, it's been 5-6 years. What's 5-6 years in the big scheme of things? Nothing. To get me to a higher timeline, to receive more abundance in my life, to receive more joy in my life, like I'd do it all over again if I had to, you know what I'm saying? To get me to where I'm meant to go. So anyways, Anyways, update. I'm like shutting everything down in the house. I'm getting rid of all my things. It is crunch time now. I am telling you, it is crunch time now. But I'm excited. I'm really excited. So a part of me is filled with grief and moving through everything I'm moving through. Like Spirit has tested me in like the relationship department, like romantic relationship department, the familial relationship department, the friendship relationship department. They've tested me online, receiving a lot of, I want to say, what's the word? Receiving a lot of backlash. I don't know if backlash is the right word, but yeah, like differing views online. Also just having to lean into the surrender and trust with getting all of this done in time and navigating my cats. Like there's just been so much going on, and I've just been like surrendering into trust, not knowing when my date was, not knowing exactly when I was going to move, and then all of a sudden dates here, gone within 3 weeks of that date appearing. So it's just crazy. It's literally crazy. So yeah, July is going to be a big month for me. So I've been a little scattered on my YouTube channel, honestly. I feel like I'm still trying to figure out YouTube and like the direction I want to go. I don't even want to aim for a direction. I just want to be me and just share me on YouTube. I feel like I just want to share me and what I want to share. And I feel like for the longest time I've been trying to figure out the direction on my YouTube or trying to figure things out, and I'm like, I don't know. I want to share a little bit of sprinkle this, a little bit of that. So I'm just going to keep doing that because I don't want to put pressure on the YouTube channel. I'll still share my readings when I want to share my readings, but I don't only want to do readings. You know what I'm saying? Like I posted a couple of readings the other day that I took from my TikTok just because I hadn't posted in a while. But do you know what? I don't want to have to put pressure on myself for posting. I just want to show up as me and share the journey with you guys, and wherever the journey takes me, it takes me. So yeah, let me know what you want to see from me too. Like put in the comments. I would love to know what you guys want to see from me. Even more sit down videos like this. I could do some story times. Let me know if you want to hear any story times. I've got a lot of stories to share. I could talk about stories of like my past and like some things that like I've been through and what I've learned from them. Let me know what you want to hear. I want to know. So yeah, that's basically what's going on right now. I'm still in this, there's a lot going on. Grief, but also excitement. So excited. Woo, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for what's to come. And I'm going to be vlogging and stuff too here and there. So I'm going to do that more regularly when I get into Costa Rica, because that's always fun. Anyways, what else was I going to say? Oh, and also you guys, my mentorships. I'm excited. I'm going to be hosting a round 2 for both of my mentorships starting in September. So if you're interested in working with me, I'm going to take a second just to talk about both of my mentorships. Now, I'm telling you right now, these mentorships, these programs, like everything that I've kind of, I don't want to say been through, or everything that I've moved through over the last 5-6 years, I have created these 2 mentorships, and they're both different. I'm going to talk about both of them, but basically to kind of like expedite you through the same growth that I went through, but not that you're going to have, how do I articulate this? Okay, so first, I'm like, where do I start? So I have 2 mentorships, my Spirit Communication mentorship, and then my Reconnecting to the Voice Within mentorship. My Reconnecting to the Voice Within is 21 weeks. This is like 5-6 months. This is a deep transformative container. Okay, this one is, I don't want to say my favorite. I love them all. They're just different. But this one, if you want transformation, that's the mentorship. My other one is my Spirit Communication mentorship. So my Spirit Communication mentorship is 9-10 weeks. So it's shorter, 2 months, 2.5 months. And that's all about learning the language of spirit. So, learning how to connect to spirit, developing your psychic abilities, that kind of a thing. So I'm going to shelf that one. We're going to talk about that one in a second. My 21-week container, my mentorship. Now you get access to my full program, and we move through that as a group. Now, my program, not trying to toot my own horn, but no, I'm going to toot my own horn, toot toot, is valuable. Oh man. It was created, how do I articulate it? It was very spirit-led. Like I created it because I was guided to create it. I was inspired to create it. Spirit led me through the creation of this, okay? And I never even thought I would ever make a program, because I'm like, all of these people online have a program or they have a course, and it just never, it never aligned with me until all of a sudden it did. And I was like, okay. And I guess my point with that is I didn't create it just for the sake of, I'm going to create a program and try to sell it to people. No, I created it because I was inspired to, Spirit guided me toward it. And everything that I've learned and have been through, I put in this program to help. It's like a guide, I want to say. It's like a roadmap. The point of it is to expedite your growth. I mean, everything still takes time. Patience is still going to be required. It's not like you're done the program and your life is forever changed. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. For me, it took 5-6 years. And the idea is this kind of gives you the pointers to help you stay on track through it instead of having to look for the pointers. Does that make sense? Anyways. So the reconnecting to the voice within is exactly that. It's all about helping you reconnect to your own inner compass, to help you call back your power, to help you trust yourself. We live in a world where we are so disconnected. We are disconnected from ourselves. We are disconnected from each other because there are so many distractions. We are so distracted. There's so many opinions. There's so much noise. Do this. No, you should do this. Or feeling subconscious pressure from society because society makes us feel like success looks like this, and this. Or subconscious pressure from our parents because we grew up feeling like there's only value or you can only be successful if you follow these certain steps. And as a result of this and needing external validation and all of this pressure that we feel and all of the distractions, phone, TV, we are so disconnected from ourselves and our inner voice. Now, our inner voice holds our own guide map, our roadmap, the map of our soul. And we need to start following our own unique map, our own unique internal compass system, as opposed to the map that other people have given to us. Now, to reconnect to that voice takes time, it takes devotion, and it takes patience, and it takes consistency. Reflection, honest reflection, the willingness to look inward. The willingness to look inward and look at the shadow and question one's perspective. That's how you change your life. Learning how to love yourself, understanding that you are worthy. So, sorry, I just went on a rampage there. I'm passionate about this because that's the journey that I've been on. Learning how to reconnect. And the reason why I'm where I'm at is because I've listened to my intuition through the whole journey. I listened to my intuition. I trusted my intuition, even when it told me to do some crazy, wild things. Even though it didn't make logical sense, I trusted my voice enough because I trust myself, because I've reestablished that relationship with myself. I have reestablished my connection to my body. Now I'm human, obviously I'm not perfect, but I have the ability to sit and reflect and be honest and question. Therefore, being able to better recognize when my ego is coming in versus my soul, my heart. A lot of people say to me, Brittany, I feel like I'm meant for something more, but I don't know what that is. Or I'm in this job, I know I don't want to be here anymore, but I don't know what the next steps are. You have all of the answers from within, but it's the willingness to be patient with yourself. The willingness to take the time necessary to reconnect with oneself, to give space for those answers to emerge. It doesn't happen overnight. Too many people are seeking it like this. Now, my mentorship is going to help you reconnect to yourself. It's going to help you reestablish trust within oneself because you have the answers. You're not coming to do the mentorship for me to tell you what to do. No, you're coming to learn to reestablish that connection with yourself. Because nobody can tell you what to do, how to live your life. That, my friend, is up to you. And you don't want to be giving your power away to other people either. There's nothing wrong with receiving guidance and stuff like that through the mentorship. We have a call almost every single week. The call runs for about 1.5 to 2 hours. And we chat, we connect. The connection that transpired in the last mentorship group was so beautiful to see. Okay, soul sister, it felt like they made lifelong connections, let's just say that. And you and I both know that this journey at times can be lonely. So the group calls are for connection with each other, and also to receive my opinion. You know, like you could share with what's going on, and I will, you know, I share my thoughts, what I see going on, but always the idea is to help you reestablish that connection with yourself. Does that make sense? You get what I'm trying to say? So yeah, that's my deep transformative container. It's only open to 6 people because I want to keep the group small and intimate. Okay, it's small and intimate. It's titled Reconnecting to the Voice Within. You will leave different as long as you stick to the program, because you do have homework. I used to be a high school teacher, okay, so I used my teaching abilities and put it into this program. It comes with 16 video lessons, and the video lessons range between like 20 minutes and 50 minutes, depending on the video lesson. Majority are around 30 minutes or so. So there's a video lesson that you watch where I kind of talk about a certain topic, and then there's integration practices for you to do through the week. Reflection questions. So this is why it's like a whole roadmap to help you dig in there, to help you see what needs to be seen so that you can reconnect, if that makes sense. So on your own time, you watch the videos, you do the integration practices, and then you come to the call every week, and you could ask any questions about the video, or if you have any questions about the integration practices for that week or anything like that. So you feel supported through the whole thing. And also it's an opportunity to speak with me. You know, I can provide any guidance that I have. Also knowing that, you know, it's about you and reconnecting to your own voice. You get what I'm trying to say. And also the calls are about connection and just connecting and being seen and being witnessed and just showing up as you are. So that is my big program. Okay. I want to say it's my favorite one, honestly. Not that the other ones aren't good, because they're just different, but this one has been my favorite one, just to see the transformation, to witness these women showing up for themselves, showing their devotion and their consistency has been such an honor to witness. It has been such an honor to witness. So I'm really excited to be doing a second round of this. So that's Reconnecting to the Voice Within. We start in September. It's 5 to 6 months. 21 weeks. So if you're ready to be changed, that's the mentorship for you. If you have any questions about it, you can shoot me a message through my website. Head over to my website, scroll to the bottom, send me a message. That's the best way to contact me. I don't see my Instagram DMs very much or anything like that, or my TikTok DMs, so don't message me over there. It's too overwhelming for me. So that's the way to contact me, is through my website. Now my other mentorship, let me just make sure this is still perfect. I was like, is this still running? I had to check the back of the camera. So my second mentorship is my Spirit Communication Mentorship Level 1. Now I love this mentorship too. It's fun. It's just, you know, it's just different. So this one is about learning the language of spirit. Now this is only open to 12 people. So it's also a small container, not as small, and for that one, I do have early bird pricing. Early bird pricing is open until August. So I would register prior to August. If you're interested, it'll save you a couple $100s. We also start that one in September. They both start mid-September. Excuse me. And this one runs there's like 10 calls, so 9 weeks. And this is to give you a solid foundation for spirit communication. If you're interested in developing your spiritual gifts, your intuitive abilities, this is the mentorship for you. We're going to be going over the first half of the classes. There's going to be a lecture portion and then practice. So I talk about important stuff that we need to talk about and then we practice. So there's going to be a lot of practice. And then the second half is primarily just a lot of practice. So we're going to be practicing, developing our abilities. I'm going to be observing, giving feedback, that kind of a thing. And it gives you the opportunity to explore different modalities. We're going to talk about different modalities. We're going to practice different modalities. We're going to practice channeling. We're going to practice psychism. We're going to practice mediumship. They're all different. They're not the same. I know some people like throw words around and some people don't even realize like being a psychic is different than being a medium. You can do both, but they're not the same thing. So we're going to talk about those things. You're not going to be an expert by the time you leave, okay? Development requires years of consistency, Okay, development requires years of consistency. This is kind of like an introduction to give you a solid foundation, to give you the tools necessary to continue developing, also to give you a taste of the different modalities to see what really interests you. Maybe you do psychism and you're kind of like, it's okay, but that's not really what makes me excited. But maybe you do mediumship and you're like, ooh, this is really, really what I want to do. Does that make sense? So it's going to give you a solid foundation. It's also going to give you a lot of tools that you could take home and practice. So there will be some homework to do as well, but the homework is more so, again, reflection, some reflection questions, and also practice. Which we'll get into in the mentorship, like a certain type of meditation, inviting spirit forward, that kind of a thing. So that one, you'll leave with a solid foundation and you'll leave with a bunch of tools. And if you continue using those tools and practicing those tools, you will then continue to just get stronger. So that one, and know that, excuse me, know that you absolutely have the ability to do this work. If you're interested in it, you don't, like, some people have this idea in their head that, oh, you're just born psychic and, you can either do it or you can't do it, which is false. We all have the opportunity to develop our abilities, every single one of us, because we're spirit first, having a human experience. We all have the ability to connect with spirit because we are spirit. We just live in a world where we're disconnected from ourselves. As I was saying earlier, we're disconnected from ourselves, therefore we're disconnected from spirit. So this will help you remember. Okay, so know that if it interests you at all, you absolutely have the ability to do it. It's letting go of the need for it to develop overnight, because that's the thing, it won't develop overnight. It's going to take time, practice, consistency, and devotion, 8 of Pentacles energy, if you know tarot. And this is another thing, if you read tarot cards, you might like this course because it allows you to learn how to tune into spirit and connect with spirit and receive information without using the cards. Not that there's anything wrong with the cards. I mean, I use the cards. That's how I started. But when I do my one-on-one readings, depending on the reading, sometimes I don't even touch the card. I just do purely psychic readings because I find, for me personally, moving away from tarot, like tarot ended up holding me back, if that makes sense. It kept me in a box. Not that, I mean, and there's so much more to tarot. Like tarot is so in depth, okay? I'm not saying, like, for me and my path personally, it held me back. Because I was limited to the cards. And then when I connect directly with spirit, I get more like more specific information can come through, especially when I do the one-on-one readings. Collective readings are a little bit more broad because it's a collective reading, but when I do my private one-on-one readings, the information that can come through can be very specific, right? Depending how open I am that day, how receptive I am, anyways. And that is also a prerequisite for my next mentorship. So I'm going to be doing kind of like a spirit communication level 2. So the level 2 is going to be specifically for people who feel called to work with the bees. Now, I know I talked about this a little. This is going to be my Melissae container. I'll have all of these posted in the description below for you to look into if you're interested, but it's my Melissae container. And the Melissae were actually, so it's interesting, the bees, I've been communicating with the bees, I'm a bee communicator, since 2023. 2026, this past year, they've been coming through a lot stronger and giving me direction and giving me more clarity surrounding who they are, and what I'm doing. So I'm a bee communicator. And they kept sending me the word Melissae. They kept bringing it into my awareness until I was like, do you know what, I'm just gonna look up, what is this? What is the Melissae? So the Melissae were a historical group of, is it a historical or an historical? A historical group of women. They were, I believe it's like a Greek, Melissae is Greek, I think. Anyways, a historical group known for, they were considered bee priestesses. They were considered bee priestesses, and they were women known to be a bridge between worlds. They were known for their devotion to spirit and their connection to the bees. And I was like, oh my gosh, so what I'm doing is nothing new. It's simply like remembering. So that's why it's called the Way of the Melissae. Not that you're going to become a Melissae through the program. That's not what it's about. The reason why I wanted to go with that is because the bees have been showing me that word. And for 2, with the Melissae, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like what they mirror, or like what they embody. It's like what they embody. They embody devotion to spirit. They embodied being, a bridge between worlds. They embodied just like really, really good values, integrity. And I'm like, that's what, you know, and they worked specifically with the bees. So it's like working with bee medicine. So I've been guided to create the second container specifically for people who feel called to work with the bees. Now it'll be a calling, okay? Not that it's a good or bad thing, right? We all have our own unique callings, okay? So I want to make that clear. It'll be like a calling to you, and if it is, cool, and if it's not, cool. Like you get what I'm trying to say. So if it's a calling for you and you feel called to work with the bees, you might be interested in this. What the bees have told me is that they are looking for more people to work through. They have so much medicine to share, and they're looking for more of us to kind of share their medicine. So it'll be a matter of alignment. Not everyone will be welcome into this Melissae container, and it's not because it's like only certain people are welcome. It's a matter of alignment, whether it's aligned for you or not. So in order to get into this container, you have to take the prerequisite, which is the Spirit Communication Level 1. Okay, and then this next container is specifically to nurture what's already unfolding within you, and it's to help connect and get to know the bees and to discover how the bees want to work through you, okay, and discover their medicine for yourself. Now, not everyone will be welcome because the bees told me like it's a matter of alignment, okay? So first, and the bees said to like they have to take the prerequisite first because this will give them the foundation necessary for level 2, and also it gives, you know, because after the Spirit Communication Level 1, there's also an interview process before entering the Melissae container. So it's where you and I will sit down for 30 to 60 minutes or so just to chat, and I will also be, you know, feeling into the bees to see if it's an aligned fit for all three of us. And the bees said that, it sounds so weird, I sound like a crazy person. The bees said that they're gonna say no to some people. And if they say no, it's not personal. It's literally not personal. They said if we say no, it's simply because there's something better and more aligned for you out there. So it's simply like just a redirection. So again, not personal. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. It doesn't mean you're not good enough at all. It's just, again, a matter of alignment, right? So it's like, you might think you want this, but really there's something better out there for you. Maybe you're supposed to be a horse communicator, or you get what I'm trying to say. Anyways, so if they say no, it's not personal. It's for that reason, or it's simply a not right now. It's not necessarily a no forever. It's a not right now. And they've given me some instruction actually, depending on the situation. Like if it's a not right now, there's almost like homework. So you know how I said I have my big transformative container, the Reconnecting to the Voice Within mentorship. I also have that program that you get within the mentorship that you can do self-paced. You could purchase my full program and you could go through it self-paced. And they basically said if it's a not right now, I might be, not for everyone because it's going to be so different for each person, but to give them my full program for free. Like if it's a not right now and it's a later and you have homework to do, like I would give you, the bees already like give them your program, have them go through it and then come back for like the next round. And I just kind of laughed. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, if it's a not right now, it might just be because they want you to have some experiences before entering, because you don't want to enter too soon, because then you won't get out of it. Like you won't get out of it what you're meant to get out of it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just trusting the timing of it. And if there's homework, you won't have to pay for any of that. I will just give you that, knowing that, you know, you're going to be entering sometime in the future, if that makes sense. So it's just been really interesting. So I'm just going to leave that there. If you're interested in any of my mentorships, the Reconnecting to the Voice Within starts in September. So does the Spirit Communication Level 1. I'm going to be doing the Melissae container, I believe, in the new year. So if you're interested in working with the bees, I would register for the Spirit Communication Level 1 first, which starts in September. I'm going to leave it there, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I love this YouTube community. Thank you for being a part of it. I appreciate you so much. I'm excited to see where my YouTube goes. I'll definitely be like sharing my journey. Let me know what you want to hear from me in the comments below. I'm sending you so much love. I'm sending you all the love in the world, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. I gotta pee!